The power in the tools that we have today for education are beyond comparison to anything else we've had in the whole history of the earth. This is our chance to really move forward. Big question I have superintendents asking me is, how do we make it happen? How do I make it real for me, for my staff, for my teachers, for my students? That's where the tough time comes in, because we don't know how to do it. We don't have examples of what it's supposed to look like. We don't know what those classrooms are supposed to sound like. We don't know what those classrooms are supposed to feel like. And so consequently, we're always trying to go around and invent and invent. And invention is good, but how do we know if we're on the right track? These are the questions that we have to ask. For superintendents, there's some questions that I like to have them ask. And first of all, I like to have them ask, who's doing the best job with technology in our classrooms? You see, most of us know that in our school system we have an amazingly powerful group of people who are doing good things. But how do we know they're doing good things? So we start asking. And in asking those questions, they will come to us and they will reveal to us what the good that they're doing. That makes them feel good. That makes them feel powerful. And in doing good, that makes us look even better. And that's what we want, is we want to build that power in learning. Next question is, how accessible is technology in our classrooms? How easy is it for our students to be able to use the internet? Do they have computers available in the classrooms? Are those computers powerful enough to, say, make a movie? You can make many movies without ever even using a camera. But the next question, do we have cameras in our classrooms? Shucks, for a little $100 camera, we can actually make movies. The process of making a movie is incredibly complex. Kids have to know the subject to be able to make the movie. That's scary, because you see, not only is it worrisome to us as a superintendent, but it's worrisome to the principal, it's worrisome to the teacher. So the next thing is, do we have the staff development, that professional development in place so our teachers can begin to understand how to do it? The exciting part about that is in many schools, we have teachers who are already doing it. We need to be able to celebrate those. You see, most of us know in our hearts that when we post good scores, when we use examples of teachers who are doing a good job, they'll do more, because they like being recognized for doing good things. That's what we need to do more of. But we also need to make sure the tools are there so they can do those exciting things. When I talk to parents, and when we talk to parents, one of the things I hear universally is, why aren't they using this in the classroom? Most teachers will tell us that I have homework turned in almost every day that's done on a computer at home. What are we doing to make that happen in the classroom? What are we doing to bridge that gap? Why is it that it's available at home but not in the classroom? Or if it is available in the classroom, it's so restricted that it makes it difficult for the kids to use. The question I like for superintendents to share is, or the answer I like to have them share is, what are my expectations for what goes on in my classrooms? And what am I doing to help make those expectations a reality? That's a process. We know it takes 3 years, sometimes 5 years, to really get a teacher up to speed using technology in the classroom. That's actually very good, and we can understand it a lot because even the kids coming out of college today haven't had good examples of integrated technology. But the most exciting part I've had is I see experienced teachers, 20, 30 years experience in the classroom. Once they get the tool of technology made available to them, they get excited all about teaching. I've seen teachers stay on for another 5 years, sometimes 10 years, after they could have retired, because they're doing so many new things and they're having so much fun teaching, and they see their kids learning. Do you know what a wonderful elixir that is for teachers, the experienced teachers, to stay on and do good things with their students? That's the exciting part about technology, is it empowers everyone. People get a chance to learn in ways that they have never imagined. We see kids turning in projects, proof of learning. Now, I'm not talking about fluff. I'm talking about serious projects where you can sit down and look at it and see, hey, look at this. I know my subject. I want to tell you what I know about my subject. I'm going to prove to you I've got it nailed.